Why don't we start with Alley Cat and Cicero? What are you doing?
So we're advancing toward the gas station slowly and with our hands sort of out. We're like not like obviously putting our hands up, but we're kind of just like, chill, relaxed, just making it clear we're not packing a ton of heat like rocket launchers and shit.
Oh man, speak for yourself, Cicero.
Alley Cat, what are you doing?
Oh, she is approaching uh like next to Cicero, but like one half step in front of him. Uh just barely, just barely in front of him, and doing this in the most like visible and ostentatious manner she can accomplish.
Slicks and Tabs, what are you doing while these two walk towards the gas station?
So if I remember correctly, Tab, we're in the van. We've chosen to kind of stay inside the van, right? And just watch them, keep an eye on them, just be on the lookout.
Absolutely. I might go up on top of the van just for a better like viewpoint, just sort of like crawl up the side and lay
Yes.
down and like
Yeah,
Because
if memory serves me correctly, both of you are on top of the van.
okay, I didn't know.
Or
we were
maybe,
there.
no, sorry, Slicks, you were behind the wheel of the
I
van.
think I was behind the wheel. Yeah, just ready, hands on the wheel, just kind of ready for anything. I was also using my teleoptics. I want to make sure that Slicks is now focusing in and just watching them. And so he has a good view of everything that's going on.
Yeah, you do. Both of you can see um, right now, Alley Cat and Cicero are about a third of the way between you and the gas station.
Okay.
Tab, you don't see anything other than what's in front of you. There's nothing beside you, behind you guys. Slicks, you're in the van. Billy is fast asleep, still cuddled up with Max, who's snoring pretty loudly. Um, and Mike is still bound, and every now and then he looks at you and motions to let him go, and he looks pretty disappointed when he realizes you're not going to do that. Um, but what you guys see is Alicat and Cicero walking confidently but slowly towards the gas station, the what do they call it? The gas island where the pumps are.
Yeah.
And again, there's a wooden shack built up in that between the pumps. Uh, in between the pumps and the actual gas station, which is boarded up, there's a campfire and benches and those old sort of 70s style patio chairs with the weaved kind of plasticky thingies are around that. Sitting on one patio chair with his legs up on a, not an ottoman, but like a crate, with a bottle of beer in one hand and a shotgun in the other, is a large man, about 6'3", kind of looks like Greg Davies, the British comedian. He's gray haired, little paunchy, wearing only cut off jean shorts, and he looks up at you and he points his gun. He goes, "We got company." And with that, out of the shack comes a woman and a man. The woman is wearing an apron, like a very like 1950s style house wife apron, and a nice yellow sundress. The man is wearing a silver suit with a black thin tie. He has a handgun. The woman has a tray of little sandwiches and a big knife in the other. And then around the corner, with a sack, which he kind of tosses to the door, is a tall, gangly looking fella, wearing nothing except a lime green Speedo. And he has an assault rifle. And they all kind of look at you, or Cicero and Alicat, and they raise their weapons. The man in the suit goes, Stop right there. Who are you?
Cicero is going to lean into Alley Cat and he's going to say, I hope Tab is aiming at me. There's nowhere safer than what Tab is aiming at. And then he's going to say, greetings, my friends. I was looking for a place to rest my feet. We broke down a few miles that way, and we saw your station. We were hoping you might be able to help us.
And the woman
My name is Cicero.
and the woman raised up her knife and goes, well, I think you're a bunch of doofuses, and all you're looking for is trouble. You guys should get out of here. Scram.
My friend, no. I'm not looking for trouble. If you knew me, you'd know that I believe that we're stronger together, and that trouble belongs only to the corporations who keep the rest of us down.
Oh, geez, he's one of those guys. And then the guy in the suit goes, no, it's all right, Jan. It's all right. What's your name?
My name, it's Cicero.
What are you doing walking around in the desert?
That's a great question that I appreciate you asked, because it does seem very strange that we would be walking aimlessly through the desert. We left Night City some time ago, and I was looking for the inspiration of solitude. I'm working on something that is potentially bigger than myself, and I needed the emptiness of space, the freedom from the oppression of Night City to effectively tap into what I was hoping to achieve.
Was that the guy with the without the shirt on with the jean shorts? He leans forward and goes, Jan's right. This guy sounds like a dummy. I think we should off him. And the guy with the suit goes, no, hold on, Rob. It's all right. It's all right. He goes, my name is Jimmy Gangle. So let me get this straight. You're looking for solitude in the desert. So you're walking around with whoever she is, and you walk towards the only campfire you see for miles around?
Yes, this is my manager. And I will admit, I told her what I wanted to do. And he glances at Alley Cat, and he says, unfortunately, she was not very well prepared, and we exhausted our supplies quite quickly. And we saw your space. We thought you might be able to help us. At least I hope you can, so I don't have to either fire or eat you. And he laughs a little.
Now, Cicero. And she kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. Don't be silly. And she kind of like leans in a little towards this crowd of people, and she says, I can't let high profile talent wander off into the desert alone. Do you know what a nightmare that would be? If something happens, like what kind of PR nightmare that would be? Just imagine if he just went stumbling around and instead of finding not you kind folks, found some awful bandits or ran afoul of some, who even knows what. But the important thing is he has me, and therefore everything will work out fine.
You're some sort of talent agent?
Yes, I manage him.
And with that, Jimmy Gangle looks at his friends and they all kind of nod. He goes, come on in, sit down, sit down. As it happens, we're kind of looking for representation ourselves. And and the other three sit around the fire where Rob is, and they motion for you to sit down in a couple of chairs facing the fire.
Cicero will go, he'll sit down and say, thank you for your hospitality. We appreciate the welcome. At least I do. And he's gonna cast a dark eye at Alley Cat.
And Alley Cat's just kind of gonna like sit down. She keeps her baseball bat like across her back, so she just kind of takes it out, puts it on her lap because that's very inconvenient trying to like sit back with a baseball bat right there. Just puts it on her lap and just puts her elbows right on it. Like, yeah, lovely meeting you folks.
And Jan comes up to you and she holds out a platter and she goes, "Sandwich?"
What kind of sandwich is it? This is not Alley Cat asking. It is a storyteller question. What can I see? Like, can I identify it? Is it kibble sandwiches?
Why don't you make me a check? What would be a great cuisine check? I'll allow you to
Wow.
decide what kind of check you want to make.
Let's see. Not my best talent, but the one I think is most appropriate is deduction.
Fair enough.
And that's going to be a 12.
It looks like cucumbers and cream cheese.
All right. So Alley Cat will take one,
Yeah.
but she'll just hold it. She's gonna do one of those where you're at a cocktail party, right? And you're not actually very hungry or like you don't want to drink. So you just like stand there, you hold the drink.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like, oh yeah, they're drinking, but really you're just holding it.
Because you don't want to seem rude, but you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I should join in. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you don't have a drink, someone will be like, oh, let me get you a drink.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna end up with one anyway.
And Jan looks at you. Why don't you take two little sandwiches?
Oh, I can't talk with my mouth full. I'll stick with one for now.
And then she motions to Cicero. Sandwich? I call him a Sammy.
Before Cicero responds to Jan, he's going to reach out, or he's going to look over at Alley Cat and say, "Perhaps you should keep your mouth busy, and you wouldn't get us into this kind of trouble." And then, he's going to say, "Thank you, but cheese doesn't agree with me."
Suit yourself, dummies. And she goes over and Rob takes about half of the tray, and then the others take the rest. Jimmy looks and goes, let me introduce you to my friends. First of all, I'm Jimmy Gangle. This is my little group of friends. Gentleman there with the jean shorts, that's Rob Baker. We call him Robbie. This lovely lady with the sandwiches, that's Jan. And she curtsies. And then we got my best friend in the world, Alistair. And Alistair bends over and bows, and you just see a little bit of his speedo fall down a bit, revealing a bit too much.
Or not enough.
Alley Cat fails the perception check on purpose.
So we're just kind of celebrating. Well, not celebrating. What's the opposite of celebrating?
Commiserating?
Yeah, we're commiserating over some lost friends. And Alistair bends over again, just a little bit more revealing this time, and pulls out a tray of shot glasses, and he hands you each a shot glass. And Rob leans over and pours some brown liquid out of his bottle into. We're toasting some unfortunate friends we've lost. And they lift up their glasses and they take a shot. Do you guys drink along?
Cicero he'll raise the glass, and he will say, "Friends are a resource that once depleted cannot be refilled.
And with that, Jimmy goes, "Oh my God, you're Cicero. That terrible poem just you're our favorite comedian. Like your poems are so farcical. They're genius. They're sort of an inspiration for our comedy group."
Yes, it's the most difficult form of comedy satire. It really speaks to the obscene nature of the life we live.
Yeah, man. Okay, you can stop. You don't have to be on with us, all right? Oh God, you're too good. You're too good.
Well, it's one of those things where I just don't know when to turn it off.
Yeah.
While,
Um,
while Cicero is saying this, Alley Cat very seriously considers drinking whatever this brown shit is. But she doesn't. She would rather have her wits about her at this time, but she very much wishes she were drunk right now.
and Rob leans forward and goes, "Aren't you two going to toast our friends?"
I did
And
already. I said something nice, which cued into who I was.
And follow it up with a drink.
I did. Didn't you watch me go like this?
She didn't.
Oh, well, there's something about her that you need to know. She's impolite. And not only is she impolite, she's somewhat incompetent. And this is what you can get for only 10%.
And
Let it be a lesson to you.
She puts her hand on her baseball bat, but then she stops and she says, "Oh, I don't drink for religious reasons."
Oh, all right. Huh. Jan goes, "So, we're looking for a manager or an agent. We're Night City's first kind of nudist improvisational comedy group."
But aren't you wearing clothes?
Well,
Do you
now
do
we
you
have.
do you not wear clothes when you're on this when you're doing your performance?
Well, I was just cooking. I'm not going to fry up bacon without an apron on.
Hmm.
What a doofus.
Cicero is going to sort of look away from Alley Cat and he's going to cough and say, "You can do better." Mm. Oh, excuse me. That liquor was very potent. I'm impressed. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, we did. Now it strikes me as a little strange. You said it took you forever. You're basically walking across the desert. You're out of food and water, yet we offer you booze and Jan's famous little sandwiches, and you don't want to eat them?
No, we were in a car. We broke down.
Hmm. Well, we're just about to have some more hors d'oeuvres. Um, Jan, why don't you go get some of those pigs in the blanket you're so famous for? And she nods and she walks over to the shed and she opens it up a little bit and kind of sneaks in and shuts the door behind her.
Alley Cat immediately like takes her little shot glass that she's been handed and just kind of like flings her arm over and she just like bonks it against Cicero's chest like, "Since you like it so much, have mine."
Cicero is going to look at Alley Cat once again, and he's going to say, "Thank you. I feel like now I'm going to savor it, like I savor the memory of my departed friends."
And with that, Rob pours everyone another round and they raise a glass and they down their drinks. Jim goes, "To lost friends." So are you looking to bring on any more talent into your roster?
As you can imagine, Cicero keeps me very, very occupied, and she just has this very dead fish look on her face. But I can tell you that a few of my my other fixer friends back in Night City have some openings in their rosters if you're looking. Maybe you have a business card I can pass along.
Well, we don't have a business card per se, but we could shoot your agent our contacts.
Oh, sure. And she pulls out her agent, and she fiddles around with it a little bit, and in like a little notes app types, take their information and put it in a special file and send it to Nova. And then she closes the notes app and holds out the agent. So in the future, how do we take each other's contact information?
Strangely, still QR codes.
Oh. Some things never change.
Things never change. And with that, Jan comes out of opens up the door for the shack and steps out with a plate full of these tiny little puff pastries with little meat sticking out. And she goes over to the group and holds out the platter into the middle, just over the fire. But Rob takes a couple, Alistair takes a few, Jamie takes 2 and just shoves them both in his mouth and goes, you got to try these. They're fantastic.
Cicero's going to take one, but he's going to say, do you have any water?
Yeah.
May I have some?
And Jan looks at her platter, goes, all right. She puts the platter down beside you guys. How many people want water? Then the other 3 all put up their hands.
Alley Cat, you should drink some water.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
I am fine.
She's something.
I am something.
That's
Looks
what I just said.
What are you doing?
What are we doing other than staring in horror? Mostly just staring in horror, I think.
Actually, Slicks is in the driver's seat, and if it's like a close up on him, you see that his little phone data pad is out, and he's got his notes app open, and he's writing down all the little things that Cicero said, like, you know, friends are a resource and depleted, and there's another thing about solitude, and it's kind of like he's taking, and he sniffs in a bit as if he's crying to this poetic words that Cicero, and he's like note taking it, but the title of the note is Slicks's poetry. And then he closes it really quickly. He's like, and then he keeps watching.
And from behind you, you hear a voice go,
And Slicks turns around and then punches in the backseat. Shut up! I'm trying to listen. Some good stuff. This guy's popping out some great metaphors.
So are there any windows? Like, can we see into the shack? Can we, like...
You think, Amy, if you got off the top of the van and just kind of skirted about 30 feet to the left of the van, you might be able to try to get a glance inside whenever Jan opens the door.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. Just
Okay.
I don't know, there's a weird vibe here that I don't know that I want to let any of these folks necessarily out of our sight. They're a little weird. So I'll jump down.
Well, not because I'm judging you on past results, but do you want to just make me a quick athletics check when you jump down?
Absolutely. That's a 15.
Okay. You very deftly
Absolutely.
jump off the top of the van. Don't make a lot of noise. And you're down on the ground.
Okay. I'm just gonna sort of creep over and make sure I can just want to like shift my view a little bit so I can still see everyone and giggle at Cicero and Alley Cat's discomfort.
And so with that, Jan kind of counts on her hand and goes, "Oh, so that's 4 diet or crystal Pepsis without the Pepsis. That's water, dummies." Huh. And then she turns around and walks back into the shack. And Amy, why don't you make me a perception check?
You got it. That's a 16.
When Jan opens up the door, you get a very quick glance. You're not 100% sure, but you think you saw a woman sitting on the ground with her mouth gagged.
Okay, that's a thing. Does it look like consensual gagging?
Do you want to make me an S&M check?
Yeah,
joking.
I feel like that would probably be under
Education.
Human perception.
yeah, I would have gone endurance.
Mm.
Yeah, isn't there complementary skills that you can?
Yeah. I've got a 13.
Hard to tell.
Okay.
The glance was so quick.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, I'll maybe just creep a little closer and see if maybe when Jan comes back out, I'll maybe try and get a better glance.
Okay. In the meantime, while she was in there and you were moving aside, Jimmy, Rob, and Alistair at that point decided to give Cicero and Alley Cat a bit of a demonstration of their comedy styling. So they're in a full improvised scene, and they're just doing the most absurdist comedy you can imagine. Alistair's taken off his jacket and his shirt, so he's shirtless. He's just wearing pants. And they're just doing some crazy improv games.
Cicero is going to look at the improv games and he's going to shout out Patagonian toothfish.
And she goes, "Patagonian toothfish, thanks for the suggestion." And then he starts miming that he's like in a record store. And Rob comes in and then they take about 30 seconds to establish the scene and the relationship between each other. And it's quite amusing. But Jan does come out, and Tab, if you want to roll me another perception check. Alika, what are you doing while this comedy goes on?
Alley Cat is examining everything that is presented to Cicero to be eaten or otherwise consumed.
Okay.
She's looking to see what it is and whether it is something potentially harmful to him, her client, and also her primary source of income.
So make me another check.
Is that going to be conceal reveal object or perception or something else?
Your deduction skill.
Ah, okay. Another 12.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's little sausages wrapped in puff pastry.
Hmm.
Sister, do you have any?
Sorry, Emma?
Are you going to have any of these little puff pastries?
I'm going to wait for the water.
Jan comes out and she has 4 glasses of water, which she hands to everyone. Tabs, what was your perception?
I got a 17.
Okay, well, with that, you saw again when she opened the door, you got just the slightest glimpse of a woman tied up, and you recognize it. That's Gilbert. From the farm.
What are they doing out here?
Well, sitting next to her, also tied up, is a little 2-foot fella that's half mermaid, half human, and his hands are tied and he's gagged. And beside them is the lower half of a man, still his knees still tied together, but missing his torso up.
Okay. That's a good glance. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna pull out my agent and send a group text. Merbert, Gilbert, and Halfbert inside shack. Send.
Cicero's going to glance down at his agent, and he's gonna type for a second so that the three dots are typing, and he's gonna be typing, and he's gonna be typing, and he's gonna write K.
And Alley Cat, your agent buzzes. Bzz, bzz. That's the sound it makes. It's actually the sound of Mike going bzz, bzz.
So Alley Cat actually takes it out of her pocket and holds it up to her ear and says, "You've reached Alley Cat."
Yeah, I know. I'm your agent. Who else would I be? Like,
Yeah. Thanks for getting in touch. What can I do for you?
well, I've got a message from your friend, Tab.
Oh yeah, what'd she say?
Well, I mean, I could display it. You want me to read it out?
Oh yeah. If you could just do that for me, please.
Yeah, Gilbert, Merbert, and Halfbert in the shed.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for letting me know. I will follow up with Cicero right away. And then she like pretends to hang up her phone and puts it away. And she turns to Cicero and says, "That was your dietitian." And she said that you have to watch your salt intake.
So no meat then.
And she looks at Jan and she says, "So, what kind of meat is this? Is it high sodium?"
It's tastes like pork.
But is it like actual pork? Is it kibble pork? What kind of? Do you have like an ingredient list I could look at?
It's like a farmer's surprise.
So at this point, Cicero is going to lean into Alley Cat, and he is going to glance at his agent again, the message that Tab sent, and he's going to lean in and he's going to very softly say, "So they're cannibals, right?"
And at that, you hear Rob going wee, and his hands are outstretched like an airplane, and Jimmy Gangle's sitting on his shoulders, kind of grabbing onto his ears like he's steering him, like he's piloting a plane, and they're flying around, like they're making circles around Alistair, and Alistair is like squat, and he just keeps repeating, "I'm the moon, I'm the moon."
And Alley Cat kind of turns to Cicero and she's just like, "I'll let you handle things out here," and turns back to Jan and says, "Why don't you show me your kitchen so I can make sure that there's nothing in there that Cicero's dietitian wants to avoid? You know how dietitians can be. There's a whole list of things, whole list. Huge pain."
Jan looks at you. She kind of glances at the shed and she looks up at Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, yeah, that sounds great. Flying around the moon. And Jan goes, "Okay, you first."
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Is Slicks on our group text?
You tell me.
Okay. I think he might be after this. And then I'll try to make some sort of like baseball signs, like to maybe get Slicks out of the
I tell you,
van.
Slicks right now with his amplified hearing and teleoptics, he's watching the show go on, and he's in the front of this van, losing it. He's laughing at this improv show like it's the funniest thing he's ever seen. He's like, "Oh my god, it's the moon! Ah, this is great!" And he's kind of lost. He's lost a bit of attention. He's totally paying attention to this
Yeah.
farce of an improv show that's going on, and he's loving it.
Has second Mike made it, like, has he like moved up into the passenger seat? Have another front row seat to this?
No, because
shenanigans?
Slicks had punched him, so Mike
That's
is just
true.
kind of whimpering in the back.
That's true.
Cicero, as they're performing, he's going to say, friends, are you open to a note that would deepen the comedy?
And Rob stops. Yeah, man, we love notes.
So you're talking about the moon, and you're flying around the moon, and I love it. I think it's inspired. But since you're nudists, if you add the element of a moon, as in revealing your buttocks while you're
Double
flying
asks
around the
us,
moon,
"Stop right there, I've got you." And he bends over and he pulls down a Speedo.
now you've come full circle.
And Jimmy Gango pulls down his pants and he goes, "Asteroid, asteroid." And Rob starts spinning around the moon again.
Oh no.
Like, what do you do?
So Alley Cat stands up and she says, "Oh no, after you. Of course, like I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where your kitchen is. You have to take me there."
And Jen kind of pushes your back towards the door, goes this way, and she pushes you forward.
Alley Cat does not like this, but okay. She doesn't like having her back to other people who are not like Cicero. Cicero won't shoot her in the back. Cicero's just about the only person she can trust to not shoot her in the back. She will now have questions about this moving forward, but yeah, for now.
You can't trust Tad not to shoot you in the back.
Yeah, I'd rather have Tab in front of me.
So Jan opens the door and kind of shoves you in and shuts the door behind you. And what you see in that room, it's a house of horrors. So on the ground is, well, first of all, there's a kitchen counter with like the most up-to-date KitchenAid stuff. Like there's that stainless steel mixer with the meat grinder attachment to it. There's a refrigerator, like an old 50-star refrigerator, but clearly brand new, but like styled like it's 50s. There's a glass bowl full of like ground meat. And on the ground in front of the kitchen counter is Gilbert tied up, looking at you, kind of with her eyes open, going. A little Merbert, who's also tied up, and half of a human, missing the torso up, but tied to the ground. And you can see that pieces of him are kind of dragged onto the counter. And with that, Jan goes to attack you, and we can go into initiative.
Oh. Okay.
This is fine, he said with flames appearing behind him.
That has been the whole.
What was your
The whole
initiative
thing.
about that?
Hmm?
What was your initiative?
14.
Okay, so you get to go first. Jan goes to lunge at you with her butcher knife right towards your neck. What are you going to do?
Well, I would like her to not butcher knife me in the neck. So,
Fair.
I have my baseball bat with me. I had it in my lap when I was sitting in the chair. Since she is moving to attack me, do I do like can I block her attack? Can I attempt to block her attack?
Oh yeah, you can try to block her. Do you want to make a?
Yeah. What? I have a rate of fire of 2. What is her rate of fire? Is it also 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try and block both?
Yep.
Yay. It's gonna be a 12 and an 18 as I
Yes.
look.
So on the 12, she's able to connect.
Ouch.
And she does 10 points of damage
Okay.
as she just like opens.
Okay.
But you're able to block her second attack.
Okay. Oh God. All right. And is that all I can do on this turn?
So, but now it's your turn.
Oh, okay, cool. mm, I'm so sorry that my math is really bad. I apologize. That's gonna be an 18 and a 14.
Oh, you do quite a bit of damage. So where do you hit her?
I think since like I was trying to block her from my neck, it was kind of like imagine like when you punt a baseball, right? Except like upward. So
Like,
I think
are you talking
probably
about
from
punching?
yeah, like when you punt the baseball, it's like
Oh, I think you said punching a baseball.
no, when you do the
Yeah.
actual baseball move. Is that
Yeah,
what you
no, I
call
hear
it?
you now. I
The
thought
actual
you said
baseball
punt.
move called a punt. So she kind of just like did that, like, but in an upward motion to try and knock the thing away. So
Yeah.
I think she would be kind of like coming down like on her shoulder.
Ooh, okay. And you hear a crack as her
Ooh.
clavicle kind of breaks a bit. And with that, she yells out, "The jig is up, dummies! I couldn't get her." And the other 3, Jimmy jumps off of Rob's back and rolls to grab his handgun. Rob goes to grab his shotgun. Jimmy goes to grab his assault rifle, and everyone's into initiative now.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh yes, though, because I don't want to have to fight all of them myself. Please.
Ooh. Okay, Slick's got a 17.
Cicero got a 17 as well.
Which one of you is going to go first?
Cicero, you're closer.
Yeah, I'll go first because I'm closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Tab?
Tab got a 12.
And Alicat, we'll redo initiative.
Well, that's actually worse. That's an 8. That's an 8.
Just realized I was rolling a d20 for initiative.
I don't want to hear
Pulling
it
a
anymore.
Navy.
I don't want to hear it.
And okay.
Is that what it is now? If you roll the wrong die, it's pulling an Amy?
Yeah, but I didn't, to be fair, I recognized what I did almost immediately and did not do a result on it.
I only did that one. Let's do it.
I can't afford a slate. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's way
You
better.
think, you think we got bid players money over here?
Yeah, Jesus, you think Bit Players has money?
We need to keep that in the episode.
Canadian Screen Award winning bit players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Cicero got a 17. Does he get to go first?
Yep.
Okay. So Cicero is going to look at everybody, and it looks like they're sort of being aggressive, and he's going to attempt a persuasion check to diffuse the situation. And he's going to say, this could come to violence. Or you could let our friends go. And it would not. The choice is up to you.
And what's your role?
I didn't roll yet. 17.
And Jimmy Gangle says, did I hear the suggestion of violence? We'll go with that.
Okay. So Cicero is then going to attempt to shoot Jimmy Gangle because he doesn't like that style of comedy. As in bad comedy. Oh, fuck me. I missed both times. I don't even know how that's
Slick.
fucking possible.
So you see, at first you see them collapse onto the ground, and you don't know if that's part of the.
Right. I'm
That
holding
might
onto the wheel, go kind of heavy breathing after a big bout of laughter. Next, oh my god!
And you see them roll around on the ground, and suddenly Cicero fires off his gun a couple of times.
What the fuck? Oh shit! Hold on! And he turns the car on, and he okay. I guess I'm gonna have to do a drive land vehicle check here because what he wants to do is like, and he also while he does that, he still thinks that Tab is on top because she did such a deft like you know dex roll getting off, so he smashes the top. Hold on, and he not bad. Okay, so 15 because he wants to drive up and like fishtail so he can plant the car and make like a little wall that blocks him as he gets out. But that's his intention, is to drive and then fishtail up to close.
And as you gun towards it, you can just hear Mike in the back going.
And Zeus goes, "Shut up! I'm concentrating."
All right. And with that, it's their turn. And Jan takes her knife and she swings at you again. Alley Cat. And she misses on her first attack. She hits you on her second. For 7 more points of damage.
I don't like that.
Jimmy grabs his pistol and he takes a couple of shots. Or actually, I'm going to roll. He can only get 1 shot off at Cicero. But he misses wildly. That's the sound of his pistol. I don't know. I forget that I have sound effects. Anyway, that'll be the only time I do that. So unprofessional.
Organic.
Yeah, that is a sound effect.
Yeah, the organic Emma fresh raised.
Bob Baker rolls, and he rolls a bit into the fire, and he goes, "Oh man, my shoulder!" And he's able to grab his shotgun, but he's not able to get any shots off. But Alistair does. Alistair grabs his assault rifle, and he just shoots it in the direction of Cicero. But he it just goes wildly all around you, so you can hear that the buzzing of the bullets, but nothing hits you.
Cicero is gonna look Alistair in the eye and he's gonna say, "Wow, you're a better shot than a comedian, and you're garbage at shooting."
Oh, that's so mean, Cicero.
Yeah, it's Cicero's time of the month. We can't judge him.
He's a little salty. He's a little on edge.
Still salty.
Okay, fucking wow.
Tab, what are you gonna do?
I'm having seen that there are people that we know that I don't know if they're really friends, but they probably don't deserve to be eaten. if they're in fact being eaten. I would like to dash towards the shack that I believe Alley Cat and Jan are in, along with 2.5 of the birds.
Yeah, what's your movement?
I've got a 6 for a move.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you you can sprint towards the shack, but you won't be able to do anything. Just
Okay, that's
get
fine.
up to
Yeah,
the door.
I just want to get a head start.
Yeah.
I'll panic a little as a free action. It'll be great.
Alley Cat, what you gonna do?
I don't like being hit with knives. It's not my favorite thing. So I'm gonna take a couple swings at Jan. Just gonna take a couple swings. Oh! One of them's a 17 and the other one's a 10, so let me re-roll that. 25.
Oh, yeah, both hit. You connect with both hits.
All right. So the first hit is 2 6s. That's gonna be 12 damage.
Oh, that's a crit.
Do I roll another dice? One more?
One more d6, and then roll me roll me that extra d6 damage first.
A 1.
Oh.
Boo. Okay.
You know, I can't complain.
On the critical damage chart.
Critical damage chart.
We should really shortcut this.
We also need an editing for math theme song that we can sing
Yeah.
to ourselves.
You mean every time Alley Cat tries to do some calculated math? Alley
Every
Cat for
time.
math. Alley Cat for math.
I
All
mean,
right.
it's Alley Cat does math. Alley Cat does math.
All right, Alley Cat, roll me 2d6.
Separate or add them up?
I don't know.
I don't,
4.
okay, so the first off, I was wrong. It's not an extra d6 damage, just an extra 5 bonus damage.
Oh, that's much better than the one I rolled.
Yeah, and then you give her a solid whacking right on the left breast, and just above it. And the reason I say this is because you collapse her lung.
Whoa.
And she
Ah.
starts to choke up a bit of blood.
So I hit her in the spot where I already broke her clavicle.
Or yeah, you hit her first here, and now you hit her
Yeah.
like right here,
So just this whole area is just not doing real good.
and you get one more attack. So roll
Ugh.
on that.
Oh, okay. That's
You get
exciting.
on the second attack, yeah.
That's going to be a 17.
17 damage.
17 to hit. And
Yeah.
then 8 damage.
So describe to me how you killed Jan.
Well, I've hit her here, and I've hit her here. Like I've hit her in the shoulder, I've hit her in her chest, and I think that must just be like the weak point area. So I'm just gonna aim for that area, and I think what I managed to do is hit her like right in her neck.
Yeah, and she just like she gargles as she falls. Oh goodness! And just drops. And the little merc kid goes.
And I give him a thumbs up.
All right, Cicero.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna shoot at these guys.
Okay, which one?
I guess Alistair.
Sure.
I got 2 17s.
Both hit, and point out Alistair's not wearing anything at this point, so he's got no armor reduction.
Sick. All right. So first attack is 13 damage.
Yeah.
Second attack is 12.
Yeah. Tell me how you kill Alistair Forbes.
I I will just put a bullet in his 2 bullets into his chest, and I will say, that is how you kill.
All right, Slicks, here go.
Okay, Slick's in the driver's seat, just pulled up the van. He's I'm not gonna step out. He's kind of in the heat of the moment, so he's gonna get, he lifts his jack to the side, pulls out his heavy pistol, and aims. I guess who would be the first one in Slicks's eye line? He's sacrificing the windshield or the window of this van to shoot.
So Jimmy's the one standing up, and he's got his gun. Rob's on the ground, but he's got his shotgun.
Okay. So
Jimmy's
Slicks
probably
is
the easiest one to hit.
okay. So Slicks is obviously just going for the first guy that he can see. He gets 2 attacks on this. Ooh, first one's a 13. And second one's even worse, an 11.
So both of those miss.
Ugh. And he shoots out the window, and he's got glass all over the seat. He's like, "Oh man, fuck!" And he shakes his pistol and he hits it against the dashboard. Come on!
All right. And with that, Jimmy gets his attention back on the Slicks and fires off 2 shots.
Oh shit!
Ooh, the first one hits the engine block of the van, but the second one hits you. He rolled like a 26.
Jesus!
But I did hardly any damage. So only 12 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Ow!
As Cicero sees Slicks get shot again, he's gonna say, "Mind your neck hole."
And Slicks hears him and he's like, "I love it! Thank you!" Oh man.
And then Robbie Baker. He fires a shotgun at Cicero. And he hits.
Maybe he hits.
Well, with the shotgun, all he has to do is hit a DV-13 to fire pellets into the area, the 6-meter area, 3 squares in front of him, which is where you are.
But I can still evade that, right?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
Shotguns are a little bit different than.
Okay.
Oh, well, what's your reflex? Sorry.
Yeah, I can roll just a second. I'm gonna put
What
3.
is your reflex skill? Sorry.
My reflex skill is 8.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you have a reflex of 8, you can roll to.
Okay.
You can attempt to dodge.
I'm gonna put 3 points of luck into this roll. And evasion. Okay, that is with the points of luck. 23.
Okay, so he misses. Tab.
I guess I'll open the door to the shack and see if Alley Cat needs any backup.
So you open up the door to the shack and you see Alley Cat over the body of a woman. Alley Cat's got her bat in her hand in a dumb grin on her face, and you see your little mermaid friend, and he's squealing.
Self-reliant as always, Alley Cat. Glad to see you're okay.
She's just covered in blood. She like the movie Carrie. It's like that.
There's a nice splatter.
Are you wrapping your bat in barbed wire?
No, it's from how much Jan chopped her up.
Oh, gotcha.
She did get hit a lot.
Yeah. Maybe you should sit down, Alley Cat. What does it look like inside the shack other than half of a person on the floor, another dead person on the floor, and a couple of hostages?
Aside from the gore and the half dead body, it's a really nice kitchen setup.
Oh, Okay.
But I should mention too, like not more than like 5 meters away from you are two guys with guns firing off.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. So I'll maybe, Alley Cat, do you want to sit down? Maybe we can. I'll look. I'll get like a. I'm sure Jan keeps her kitchen towels just very nicely clean, and I'll grab a couple and try and staunch some of Alley Cat's bleeding.
Yeah, make me a first aid.
Yeah, I'm good at this one. How about a 20?
Yeah, that's more than enough.
Yes.
So Alley Cat just like takes her bat and like lifts it back up in ready position, and she just goes, "Could do this all day."
Okay. Just let's stop you bleeding first, and then we'll go see who else needs help. Yeah. Just deep breath in, deep breath out. Stop bleeding. Damn it. And I guess I will just take stock of so there will be Merbert and Gilbert and half of a Bert.
Yeah.
Most of a Bert. All right. And I guess I'll try and, if I have enough time, to like gently but firmly remove the gag from Gilbert.
Yeah, sure. And but let's resolve that on your next action because you've
Yeah.
already just used your first aid on.
Yeah.
And Alley Cat, it's your go.
Alley Cat politely ignores Tab and just runs out the door towards the people with the guns.
I can't keep you alive if you run off.
Okay, so you have Robbie Baker's on the ground, and you have Jimmy Gangle standing up.
Can I run up behind Jimmy?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna nicely just see what I can do about his knees.
Ooh, make me an attack.
A 13 and a 12. 13, no, 14.
So your first attack, he's able to just get out of the way, but you hit him on the second attack.
I used up all my good. Okay, that's gonna be a 4. 4
Does
damage.
get through his armor. Which, because you said you were attacking his legs and he's only wearing pants, that's where his armor is. Cicero.
Okay, Cicero is going to shoot at Jimmy Gangle. Okay, so that's gonna miss. One hit for 6 damage.
Okay.
And he's going to shout over to Slicks, "I believe in you, Slicks."
Slicks, it's your go.
Flix hears that, and his hand's a little quivery, but then he hears that, and his hand softens and straightens up. And Slicks can't do this. He can't like shuffle out of the car and shoot off.
Yeah, you
a
can
bullet.
get out of the car.
Okay, so that's Slick's intention is to like get out of the car. So he's not inside anymore. No glass can come out. He's got better cover. And he's gonna point his heavy pistol around the corner and pop 2 more off after seeing Jimmy Gangle getting hit in the back of the knees. Oof. And one is 18 and another one is 17.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay, so the first shot he pops off. So that's a 9 for the first shot. 9 damage. And the second one is that's only 6, so 15 in total. With these 2 shots. Pop, pop.
All right. And then Jimmy's going to fire back. Oh, wait. Who's the more immediate threat? He's going to attack Alley Cat. But he misses his first shot. Oh.
Oh no.
Does a 34 hit you?
Oh
I
my
think so.
god. Alley cat!
Apparently, I can't do this all day.
12 points of damage.
How many?
12.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think soon Alley Cat and Slicks might be neckhole twins.
And Robbie Baker's going to fire a shotgun off at Slicks again. Slicks, you want to make me a dodge attempt?
Yeah.
Oh, he shot at me before. Is he shooting at me
Oh,
again?
sorry, I meant Cicero. Sorry, Cicero.
Okay.
I'm gonna use fire. I'll use 2 points of luck this time. So he hits me and I have to dodge him.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to be with 2 points of luck. That is going to be a 19.
Yeah, you dodged the bullets again.
It's almost
And-
like that really old movie, The Matrix.
Tab.
That's a classic.
Next thing we know,
Right.
Cicero's gonna be wearing a long leather duster.
Yeah, are you trying to get us demonetized? It's copyrights, man. The Matrix is what you're talking about.
That's the bootleg version, yeah.
Yeah.
The Matrices.
The program.
Tab, Zirko?
Oh, I was distracted by Cicero's magnificent dodging. I'll talk to Gilbert. What are you doing here?
They done kidnapped us. And they got Bilbert in the fridge. Oh, and they ate poor Jobert.
Oh, okay.
Mama's lost 2 sons in the last
That's a long day. I think we should stay here while they finish up. So stay down. And I guess I'll spend my turn releasing their bonds and making sure they don't have like rope burn. Maybe I've got some sort of like.
That's not friendly of you, but can you get Jobert out of the fridge?
Let's do that after. We'll take him home to Mama. But I don't. Yeah.
I don't know how much air he has in that fridge.
Oh wait, he's alive?
Well, he was.
Oh, I thought he was being eaten. Yeah.
Jobert.
You know what? There's a lot going on here. Yeah. So I'll open the fridge.
Yeah, and it sitting in the refrigerator on the bottom part, obviously, because
Yeah.
there's only one shelf on the top.
Like you
Is
do.
a man tied up, and he's shivering, and he's got like a little bit of an icicle down, and he's almost blue, and he goes, "It's really damn cold in here."
And I'll pull him out and I'll take Jill's bloody apron, or not Jill, Jan's bloody apron, and just sort of like wrap it around. I don't have a blanket. It's a kitchen, and Alley Cat ran it off with all my good dish rags. So
Aren't you the one who killed Romero?
no, that wasn't me. My friend's outside, maybe, but now I think we might be even.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I'll just continue attending to these folks who's
And Merbert gives you a big hug as much as he can.
yeah. So there's definitely some little very excited Murph speak as we are reunited.
And he will not let go of your leg.
Okay, that's a little awkward, but okay.
I mean, he's not humping your leg. He's
Oh, I
just-
know, but he's like 2, right? Like he's a lot of kid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alley-cat.
Well, Alley-cat has more blood on her now. And she's not very happy, so she's just gonna keep on keeping on. And you know what? Slicks is this the one Slicks was shooting at?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I trust Slicks not to shoot me.
Nice.
I feel like that's a shot at Amy.
That's 221s.
Both are gonna hit.
Yay! And it's gonna be 9 points of damage. 7 points of damage.
Tell me how you kill Jimmy Gangle.
Well, the first one's probably to his knees. And the second one, I was aiming for his knees, but since they had collapsed the first time, it was probably more his head.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alley Cat, that's some T-ball shit right there.
Yes. I hope Cicero is also appreciating, like, Alley Cat covered in blood for him and his stomach.
Sounds good.
What?
Cicero. So Jimmy Gangle falls dead, and there's only Rob Baker left in that shotgun. He's fired off 2 shotguns at you.
Okay.
Or,
I'm
blast.
gonna shoot at him. Okay, so what? I've never missed this much. Like it's like I rolled so many ones. I rolled a 7 with the negative. But on the contrary, holy shit. 10s don't explode multiple times, right? They only explode once.
Yeah, no 10s. You keep rolling 10s until they stop rolling 10s.
Okay. So that's 41 to hit.
Yep.
Because that's 2 10s. And 5 damage.
Well, Rob Baker's wearing nothing but jean shorts, so that goes all the way through. And
Oof.
Flicks, it's your go.
Okay. Slicks, how far away is the action? Can Slicks kind of move in? Because he inch himself closer along the front of the van?
Oh yeah, he's within very close range of
Okay,
you.
great. He gets in. He makes a dead eye shot, be able to look this big, stinky bastard on the ground. And he points his heavy pistol at him. And does a crit hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, crit is so a 10. You can re-roll the 10, but I can't imagine that you're not gonna hit what you need to hit.
So let me re-roll a 10. Yeah.
See how good it is.
Yeah, that's what that is, a 15. So what's that total?
25?
Yeah.
Yeah, get that high score
25?
up.
That's a hit.
Okay. And he clocks it right in his head. Oh yeah, I rolled 2 6s.
Ooh,
2 6s and a 4. What's
that's
that?
a crit. That's a crit.
So first off, 2 6s and a 4 are 16 points of damage. Now all headshots are ×2, so that's 32 points of damage. An additional 5 for critical hits, so that's 37. And then why don't you roll me 2d6?
Okay.
See what critical injury you cause.
Oh my good God. 2 5s.
So when you shot him, he had kind of went to shield himself, and you shot him you shot him in his left ear, and the bullet came out his right ear.
Oh.
And Rob Baker's head just kind of like does this seismic move as he loses brain matter, and he drops dead.
I wanted to say too, like as an extra attacker, as like an added like, oh, Slicks gets there, and he shoots another one, and it goes through his eyes, and he shoots his eyes out. So just this weird cavity indent of his skull. So his eyes and his ears are gone.
And
Okay.
Sorry, is that allowed? I just wanted to add that gross bit of flavor.
and Slicks, I'll let you say the closing line.
Hold on. Slicks is getting himself together. He's thinking of he wants to make sure he has a good one as he flips his gun around like RoboCop, and he flicks it behind and he puts it in, and he goes, "That's exactly why people don't like improv."
So yeah, why don't Tab, you tell me exactly what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna make sure that which one? I can't keep track of which one was in the refrigerator. Cold-bert.
Bert,
Cold-bert is out of the fridge.
Bertsicle.
Yeah, Bertsicle. And just taking care of Merbert and getting them unwrapped and Jobert unwrapped and just what do you
They done kidnapped us. I think Mama's gonna want to talk to y'all.